Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for being with me again today. Today is just going to be a general reading with a clarified outcome and then a Shaman's Drain Oracle card is how we're going to be closing out. These videos will be shorter than the previous videos. The other videos were more introductory and extensive readings. So these guys will be shorter. Friendly reminder that energy is fluid. It is ever changing based on our decisions and what we manifest. We can always change the outcome if we do not like it. If it doesn't resonate, please check your other placements. If it doesn't resonate, leave it behind. If nothing resonates whatsoever, then the message is not for you at this time. If it resonates, please like and subscribe. And or if you just enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I am so grateful for you guys. I'm really grateful for the love, the outpour of love that I received over the last week. It is fantastic. I'm very excited to be doing this with you. I'm very excited to be a part of your journey and to help you heal as well as you being a part of mine. I'm so grateful. Just so... I kind of lost where I was going. Sorry. Well, anyway, I lost it. So I got distracted. I am using the Dungeons and Dragons Tarot. I'm absolutely in love with these cards. They speak to my inner nerd. They are very caring. They're very loving. So I really, really appreciate the messages that they give. We are always working on ourselves. We're always improving. We're always moving forward. Sometimes we have a little bit more momentum, and sometimes we kind of meet a stalemate, and that is totally fine. But that is the point of my videos, is I just want to help you find your higher self, to reach that inner truth, that inner being, and to help you on your life purpose and your soul path. So this is Gemini Collective for January 15th through the 29th. We are going to get the ball rolling here. Ooh. Oops. Throw a little bit here. Okay. All right, we are ready to go. Ready to go. Okay. Okay. We are starting. Overall energy of the deck is the Two of Wisdom. Pretty much everybody has been doing shadow work. It is a new year, new me perspective, which is fantastic. So there is a lot of reversal in the energies. We're learning, we're working on those lessons that life has given us, and we are putting them into the upright position. We are changing the energy so that we can manifest the things we desire, the life we desire. So overall energy of the deck is the Two of Wisdom. In your current situation, Gemini, you do have the Ten of Wisdom. What is crossing you, which is what supports you or challenges you. Sorry, I'm just going to get a little bit closer to the computer here. Is the Nine of Charisma. Foundation of the question or the situation or what we should be focusing on is the Three of Strength. We do have the Six of Charisma in the past position. We then have the Two of Strength, which is the possibilities involved or what we might be hoping for. We then have the Eight of Charisma in our near future. We have the Eight of Strength in the reverse position. This is for you and the energy you are bringing to this reading. We have the Queen of Intelligence in the reverse position. That is environmental influence or external influence. That could also be your subconscious. Page of Intelligence is in the Hopes, Fears, Reminders, and Warnings card. That is the advice card. And then we have the Ace of Wisdom as our outcome, which we will clarify later. So, with that being said, let's get rolling. We have the Two of Wisdom. Being able to be with someone, whether a friend or lover, and still retain your own sense of individuality. So that is the overall energy of the deck. So that is, just like it says, whether it's a friend or a lover, you do want to remain yourself. You want that individuality. Just because you have someone in your life doesn't mean that they take over and you lose yourself. You are already whole, Gemini. You don't need another person to complete you. Which I do believe in your last reading, there was a little bit of that mentioned as well. So we might still be coming out of that. So let's continue. We have, in the current situation, the Ten of Wisdom. The Ten of Wisdom states, uniting the head and the heart, relating to others and your environment in emotional balance. So that is, you want to be logical? Yes, you want to make the smart decisions, but you do have to listen to your heart as well. So you want to have an emotional and mental combination. You want to be able to relate to others and your environment, but sometimes when we're thinking too logically, we end up becoming more cold, more bitter, more resentful, and a little more harsh. So we can tend to push people away when really we want to attract them. So that's just something to kind of pay attention to. For our what is crossing us, we have the Nine of Charisma, which is this awesome pirate lady. She is in the reverse position though. So, the capability to come out of survival mode and enjoy the abundance and self-sufficiency that we do have, appreciating the good. Since this is in the reverse position, this is something that is crossing us. We are struggling to see the good that we have. We're struggling to be appreciative or showing gratitude. Sometimes this can get really hard, especially if you are in survival mode, because survival mode is your fight or flight, and you kind of tend to end up in flight mode where you're kind of always on the defense, you're always waiting for it to be taken away, you're kind of struggling to accept that, you get these good things and they're there to stay. So sometimes you can actually push yourself, because you're being negative, you can push yourself into losing these many great things that you have. So just make sure that we get that into the upright position so that it supports us on our journey. That way we are showing appreciation, we are showing gratitude, which means we can create and manifest more abundance of all forms. Foundation of the question is the Three of Strength. Three of Strength, Three of Strength, Three of Strength. Oh, goodness me, goodness me, goodness me. So this is your current situation or the foundation of your question. This is also what you should be focusing on. So expanding your circle of influence and communicating your ideas, making progress. So definitely take chances of expressing yourself. Find new ways to share your ideas with others. You might have really great ideas, but you're afraid to act upon them. So you just want to make sure that you are influencing in the right way. You're coming from that place of love, not a place of lack, so that we can communicate clearly and share our ideas, and we can actually make the world a better place. But you also are going to be making progress on your journey, making progress in your career and in your relationships, because you are expanding. So expand. We then have in the past position my wonderful conspicuous man. As I said in one of the other videos, he looks like he's about to ask you to go to Pleasure Island with him. So definitely a card to kind of look out on. It is in your past position though, so you probably have already faced this. That is giving and receiving fully while not sacrificing your values and exhausting your energy. Do not sacrifice. For one, do not sacrifice yourself. You should not be exhausting yourself to receive love or to receive acceptance. You want to be giving and receiving fully, reciprocity, but do not sacrifice your beliefs or your values for these things. What is meant for you will never pass you by. acceptance and love that comes from within, not externally. When you love and accept yourself and you come from a positive place, you will attract this in your life externally. This is the kind of people that you will attract. So just make yourself clear. Set your intentions. Stand with your integrity. Obviously, you are coming from this place. In the past, you have sacrificed your values, or you have exhausted your energy on something that perhaps you should have walked away from sooner. Again, this could be more recent. This could be something that you're in the process of letting go of. So then we have the Two of Strength as our possibilities involved, or what we might be hoping for. This Wonder Woman of a card here is so excellent. Growing and making progress toward a future goal. Enjoy discovering what you love to do. So that is the possibilities involved, or what you might be hoping for. So you are wanting to grow and make progress, or you do have this for your future goal. So it is manifesting for you, Gemini. But make sure you enjoy discovering what you love to do. Branch out, expand. Find that love and joy and spark and adventure in your life so that you can continue to pour, right? Then we have 8 of Charisma. It's this awesome looking blacksmith. I absolutely adore her. She has shown up in the other readings as well. This is our near future, Gemini. Paying attention to doing the simple things well. Slow and steady wins the race. So you may have already begun this. Simple little things, little steps that make you feel better. This can be decluttering your space. This could be organizing work. These could be small accomplishments at work in your career. These could be small things in relationships even. So in the near future, you are paying more attention to the little things, to the smaller details. And slow and steady wins the race. There is no rush. There's no reason to be impatient because your goals are coming to life. You are manifesting what you want, despite any hiccups you may have had. You and the energy you bring to the deck is the 8 of Strength. It is in the reverse position. So going with the flow and adapting to change. Hold the goal loosely and enjoy the journey. So you are struggling with setting your expectations and getting disappointed when they do not happen exactly as you pictured it or exactly as fast as you wanted it to. So you need to learn to go with the flow, adapt to change, accept that it is probably for the best. Hold your goal loosely. Accept those minor accomplishments, accept the joy from those small details and the small little things that you have, and enjoy the journey of accomplishing it because you are on the right path. So it's just something else to work on, show a little improvement, do the little work, do a little bit of work here and there, right? Because the more we do, the better it's going to be. Queen of Intelligence. Queen of Intelligence. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is your external and environmental influence. It could also be your subconscious. The Queen of Intelligence does stand for the necessity to clearly communicate what you desire from a space of loving kindness. So it is in the reverse position. You are struggling with transparency. You are struggling to clearly communicate what you desire, and especially from a loving place. So a lot of the time, if you do kind of speak out, it might come across a little more brash than you're hoping for to people. It could also be even in your manifesting. You might be coming from more of a place of lack, a place of negativity, which does not attract what you are hoping for. It's actually doing the opposite. It's attracting what you don't want because you're speaking so negatively like you don't already have it. You have to come from a place of already having it. You do have love. You do have success. You do have wealth. So you are a magnet for these things. Page of Intelligence. Page of Intelligence. This is in the upright position. Hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. This is your advice card. Discover new ways of communicating your ideas and putting them into action. Again, expanding that influence, expanding your ideas, just dig deep. You have to find new ways of communication. You have to find ways to put your ideas out there and actually work on them. Put them into action. You want to act upon them. That will be an inspired action. You don't have any major arcana right now, Gemini. So this is most likely a reading that is going to go into a bigger development, probably for February, if I was to take a guess. So finally, we have the Ace of Wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom and intelligence and charisma in this reading. Well, I guess you do have a lot of strength too. It's kind of interesting because we go wisdom, charisma, strength, charisma, strength, charisma. So you actually have a little bit of a pattern passing back and forth. Strength, then we hit intelligence. We have 2 intelligence cards in the world. You start off with 2 wisdom cards, and then you're ending with a wisdom card as well. So pretty interesting that it is in that retrospect there. So the Ace of the Ace of Intelligence. Sorry, I said it again. The Ace of Wisdom is this super awesome elf, warlock kind of looking guy. You know what? It might almost be, what are they called? I don't want to say a nymph, but you see how it's like nature, it's spirit, it's he's even a part of the tree here. It's very cool. The Ace of Wisdom says, our ability to access the power of insight to heal emotions and love ourselves. Oh my goodness. So yes, you need to love yourself. You need to be proud of yourself. You need to be excited for yourself, and get yourself into a position of positivity, because you need to be able to attract these things. A group of elves asked the party would aid them in recovering a sacred artifact. Well, yes, we will. Let's clarify the Ace of Wisdom for Gemini, 15th through the 29th of January. Please clarify. That's awesome. You already got the 2 cards. Clarify the Ace of Wisdom for Gemini. Ooh, okay. Well, let's do that guy. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups, and we have the Ten of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. So let us see what we have in store. Gemini. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. A financial loss, a lack of commitment, and a lack of security. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles warns of financial mismanagement and disappointment. It could also mean that the foundation of these new opportunities is flimsy at best, so the stability and security of future endeavors may be fleeting or questionable. Last, the reversed Ace of Pentacles can note that commitment, either yours or someone else's, is wavering or revoked entirely, putting these exciting new possibilities at risk or on hold completely. So that is kind of interesting. I wonder. Let's look at the next card. I know that the Pentacles, I'm kind of hung up on that because I know the Pentacles are usually financially, are usually monetary, investment, career, finance, things like that. But just with this reading, it doesn't really come across like that. I mean, I guess it could be a peg in career, a little setback. But I feel like it might be a little more, personal. King of Cups is moodiness, emotional manipulation. So the King of Cups indicates insecurity, addiction, avoidance, and shame. A reverse king looks to escape reality through vices, even manipulating or betraying those close to him in order to do so. If this describes you, seek self-compassion in order to achieve balance. So again, we're looking at the Ace of Wisdom. You need to seek love. So I'm going to actually say that it might be a commitment, a personal commitment that might need reflection, because you're kind of losing yourself again with that 6 of charisma. I know this is the outcome card, but just the way things are kind of leveling as you have like this 2 of wisdom, which is that partnership, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups. Well, let's check the Ten of Swords, because it's just interesting. It's an interesting for such a, which again, energy is always changing. We could absolutely change these outcomes pretty easily, just because you just make the switch. You just do things differently. You spice things up, or you do a more adventurous route, or you do something that you enjoy to do. Or you introspect, right? But it is interesting because this whole reading has been pretty positive, other than having to do some self-work, some shadow work, and then you have these kind of flop out on me, and it's like, well, what are we talking about now? So when the Ten of Swords is in the upright position, which, man, I don't... Okay. If you haven't noticed by now, many of the sword cards have negative or harsh messages, and then the Ten of Swords is no exception. So betrayal, attack, finality, loss, and pain. Traditionally depicted as a dead man with 10 swords stuck in his back, this card hints at betrayal, backstabbing, and painful endings. Essentially, you've hit rock bottom. Whether your relationship has ended abruptly or you've suddenly been laid off, your previous situation has ended and it may just feel like your world is crumbling around you. Typically, this ending involves a form of betrayal, infidelity, for example, or some other action perpetrated by others close to you. While mourning both the end of the status quo and perhaps the end of the relationship with the one who betrayed you, the only way to go now is up. Surrender to the situation and know that you'll eventually come out of the flames having been reforged by the fire. So, you know, that it is what that is. I don't 100% know if that should be kind of... I feel like that should be taken kind of with a grain of salt. That situation could absolutely resonate for you. It could be something that's resonating for you right now. But see, again, we have this... forged by the fire here. We have this build-up, this momentum. We have this Ace of Wisdom. Yes, there is personal work to do. There's shadow work to do. So I feel like this is actually more towards your individual self. I feel like this actually may be more talking towards how you treat yourself. Perhaps something does happen, but you are... I feel like you might beat yourself up a little bit more than you should with this. I feel like this is more about shadow work than an actual situation. But with that being said, if it does resonate with you, then it could very well be your situation. I just feel like it is definitely more of a place of like you doing your shadow work, you showing yourself more love and appreciation. You might have to take a step back. You might get hit with something that feels like rejection or denial, or maybe you're struggling with something, or maybe you've been struggling with something and you finally decide to let it go, to kind of rid yourself and free yourself. And it is going to hurt, but it will be better for you in the long run. Let's see what Shaman's Dream has for Gemini. Gemini says, gathering around the power of community. So again, with expanding that circle, let us see what this says. Okay. Gathering around the power of community, being safe and secure, allowing help. There are times when you need positive reinforcement from others. Perhaps your journey has made you tired just before reaching the proverbial finish line where your friends await to cheer your arrival. Know this, you are not alone. Regardless of whether you think you are, people gather around to help with your next step as you bring it forth from the cosmos into the beauty of life. There has never been another you before, and you have a unique relationship with your friends, family, communities, and all those who gather to help you in the unseen realms. Now is the time to allow assistance from others. Ask for it and trust that you will receive it. You are safe and secure right now in this moment, truly supported in your beautiful, amazing, complicated life. You are heard by angels, witnessed by the divine, and loved. Yes, loved, now and always by life itself. Whatever your query, you will find the help you need to achieve what you desire, and you will not have to do this alone. Count on it. Absolutely, absolutely, Gemini. And I do feel like that ties into our reading quite well. Please meditate on that. And don't fret, don't worry, because honestly, again, you can always change the energy of these things. You can change your outcome. You create your reality. Again, thank you so much for being with me today. The power of community, absolutely. I hope this resonated. I hope you liked and enjoyed it. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Stay blessed, guys. Have a wonderful day.